Good morning, everyone, or afternoon, or evening, depending on what time it is, wherever you're watching this, whenever you're watching this. My name is Steve. I'm from stevezanella.com. How are you today? I wanted to make a video sharing something that's very personal to me right now, and it's something that I hope everyone throughout their lives learn, and it's going to keep you moving and going to keep you motivated. And it's this: you got to get back up. You got to keep moving forward. I've always been a person who not only had to struggle with his anxiety, but how he coped with his anxiety. And one of the things that always gave me comfort, other than alcohol, which I haven't had a drink now for almost 5 years at this point, but food. And because of that, because I always found comfort in food, and because of my anxiety, I always search for that comfort, I've always struggled with staying in shape. I have a very sort of addictive personality where I have issues with sugar, so I can't eat a cookie. I have to eat all the cookies. And I'm very much, I'm like a pendulum. I swing from one side to another. You know, I have moments where I'm super, super healthy and I get into great shape, and then it swings back and, you know, I eat a ton of crap and I feel horrible. And in the throes of my anxiety, I would always get down on myself and beat myself up, and it would make it worse. I would then find comfort in food, and I would eat more, and I would feel even worse. So then I would eat more, and in that small window where I was eating or when I was drinking, I felt some comfort, but it was very short-lived. And the result of that was I was always incredibly out of shape. I was always, very unhealthy. I struggled with a lot. And the past 6 months or so, I had really locked down my diet, nutrition, and exercise. It's really important from an anxiety perspective to stay moving, to stay physically fit and active. It works with the chemicals in your brain. It releases endorphins. It helps level your moods. And it just makes life a little bit easier. When you can move around and you feel more comfortable in your own skin, it's going to give you that confidence to go out and do new things and try new things. But in the past 2 months, I've been very busy with a lot of different things, a lot of different projects. I'm working on my book. I'm working on building a Facebook group. By the way, The Anxiety Dharma on Facebook. It's a closed group. If you want to talk about anxiety and share your stories with other people who are struggling, overcoming their fears, come on, check it out. But that's beside the point. I've been very, very busy. And I got on the scale this morning, and I have put on about 15 pounds. And you know what? It's okay. I've been busy, and life is going to get a little hectic. And you have to prioritize a little bit differently. I have 3 children. I have a very busy career. I have a lot going on. So with that said, what I've come to the realization is that I've fallen a little bit, and it's time to get back up. It's time for me to not slip back into those old patterns. It's okay. It's okay that, you know, I'm a little bit out of shape right now, that I haven't been eating great, because I'm committed to fixing that and changing that. And I don't have to do it all at once. I'm not going to go down and go for a run at lunchtime and drop 15 pounds. It's unhealthy. It's not a good way to approach it. I know that it's a long-term solution, like so many other things in our lives. You have to take small steps every single day, and health is no exception. So for me, I get to practice getting back up, to not beat myself up over the fact that I've put on 15 pounds, but celebrate the fact that I'm okay with it, and I'm going to drop those 15 pounds. And again, not to get into a nutrition thing, and I use 15 pounds just as a label to explain my story. It's not about the weight. It's about a balance between muscle and health, and how much fat you have, and what your nutrition is. The weight, you know, I could be at the same exact weight that I am right now, and if I drop body fat and increase muscle tone, I could be in much better shape. So it's not really about the number. It's about the amount of body fat that I have. It's about the way I feel. It's about the day-to-day activity that I am or I am not doing. that is contributing to my physical fitness or lack thereof. So I'm in the process of getting back up. I'm in the process of adjusting my schedule, adjusting my routine to incorporate more physical fitness back into it, because I've adjusted it over the past few months where what was a priority took a back seat, and I spent time writing at lunch instead of going for a run. I grabbed fast food, not fast food because I don't eat fast food, but I grabbed food on the run that wasn't quite as healthy, as opposed to taking the time in the morning to prep meals during the day and bringing food with me to eat, ensuring that I was eating healthy stuff rather than grabbing unhealthy stuff on the road while I'm running around being busy and crazy. Our lives get very complicated, and this happens often. So the point of all of this is that I want to remind you all that no matter how much progress you make and how many great things that you do moving forward, you are always going to slip, you are always going to fall, and that's okay. It isn't a sin to fall, it isn't a problematic to slip, as long as you're willing to get back up, as long as you're willing to keep fighting the good fight, to keep moving forward, to keep challenging yourself to be the best version of yourself every single day. You know, they always say that the only person that you should be in competition with is the person you were yesterday, and I completely agree with that. I challenge myself every day to be a better version of myself. And through health and nutrition, and through the body, and through the mind, through meditation, all of these practices, they work to make me a better version of myself. And I do that so that I can share it with other people. It's had such a profound impact on me that I want to help other people understand that it can have a profound impact on them. So it's okay to fall as long as you're willing to get back up. And please, always be willing to get back up. Don't beat yourself up. Don't get angry at yourself. It's going to be okay. You can do it. I know that you can. If I can, you can, and I'm here to help. All right, that's it. I'm going to be going for runs. At lunchtime, I'm going to be eating better because it's time to get back up. And I hope that it's something that you're willing to do as well. It might not be nutrition for you. It might be driving a car. It might be sitting in meetings. It might be reaching out to loved ones. It might be having a conversation with someone that you've avoided talking to for years. Whatever it is for you, be willing to get back up. Be willing to do the work and challenge yourself. It's always, always, always going to be worth it. All right, I'm driving. That's why I'm looking around. Got to be safe. Safety first, my friends. That's it for me. If you ever want to reach out, my email, steve@stevezanella.com. I always do my best to reach out to every single person who reaches out to me. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment below. If you're watching this on Facebook, give it a like, give it a share. Google me. Check me out on YouTube if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's it. Got a lot going on, and I hope you have an amazing day, and we will talk again soon.